Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and today I'm going to talk to you about 2017 manga releases. I made a video like this at the end of last year, 2016, and basically I went through all of the manga that I read or purchased that was released in 2017. I gave you a rundown of my ratings for the year as well as sort of everything that was remaining. This is only including titles that I've read or that I personally own. It does not include titles that my sister owns, even though it's in the same collection. She does have some 2017 releases that I haven't purchased, and it doesn't include 2017 releases that I intend to add to my collection. There were quite a few releases in November, December that I haven't picked up yet that I'm really looking forward to. I will be adding them to my collection hopefully within 2018. I'm just going to be talking about the ones that are in my collection already or the ones that I have read this year. So I'm going to go through all of the manga that I did read that were released in 2017, that I read in 2017, and I'm going to list them in the order that I rank them from lowest to highest. I'm not going to tell you about each individual title because I have talked about these titles before, but if you are interested in how I look at manga and how I rate manga, I do have another video about that topic and I will link it up. So if you're interested in how I approach manga and how I think about manga, you can definitely go there and see what it is that I'm thinking about. But generally, when I say any star rating, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means it didn't fulfill particular criteria for me. So this is not necessarily the order in which I like things, this is the order in which I rate them. But anyway, please go and check that video out if you are interested. So starting with my lowest category, the only 2017 release that I rated 1 star was Volume 1 of Red Riding Hood and the Big Sad Wolf by Hachijo Harata. I did not like this at all. I have 2 books that were 2-star ratings. The first is Dream and Sun Volume 1 by Ichigo Takano. This is the same author as Orange. And the other one was Dragon Ball Super by Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro. As for my 3-star reads, the first one that I rate 3 stars I had borrowed from the library, so don't actually own it. It's Kase-san and Morning Glories. Then I have Descending Stories by Haruko Kumota, Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight by Rin Mikimoto, and Love and Lies by Musawo. My biggest category is the 4-star ratings. First I have The Water Dragon's Bride by Rei Toma, Girl's Last Tour by Tsukumizu, She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinkai and Tsubasa Yamaguchi, Kigurumi Guardians by Lily Hoshino, Murcielago by Yoshimura Kana, Topu GP by Kosuke Fujishima, Dissolving Classroom by Junji Ito, and I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Fumino. And of all the 2017 releases that I read, I only rated one 5 stars, and I have actually done a full review for it, and that was The Girl from the Other Side by Nagabe. Really enjoyed this one. I thought the art was fantastic, I loved the storytelling style, I thought it was surprising and gentle and just really wonderful, and I'm really looking forward to reading more of this. I still haven't gotten into Volume 2 even though I own it already. I believe Volume 3 is already out, but I am looking forward to continuing on with this one. So this is definitely my favorite 2017 release that I read in 2017. So these are all of the books that I ended up reading in 2017 that were released in 2017. Plus 1, of course. There are 16 titles, so just shy of reading 17 and 17, which would have been kind of nice, but it didn't happen. Now, I have, of course, bought more than this, and I haven't gotten to reading them yet. I do have 13 other titles that I have purchased in 2017 that were released in 2017 that I haven't read yet. These are all titles that I prioritize for reading in the next year. I think one of the reasons that I don't read as many titles as soon as I get them is because I'm always trying to catch up the year before. So I did end up reading all of my 2016 releases this year, except for 3 of them which were on that 12 titles that I want to read this year. I am always just sort of slightly behind, about a year behind in all of my reading, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's just sort of the way that things go. So I have 13 titles that I do need to be reading in 2018 because I don't want them to go too far without me getting into them. So the titles that I have to read still are Kakegurui by Homura Kawamoto and Toru Naomura, H.P. Lovecraft's The Hound and Other Stories by Go Tanabe, Queen's Quality by Kyosuke Motomi, Sweet Blue Flowers by Takako Shimura. I suspect that if I had read this one, this would probably be a top read for me. Boruto by Masashi Kishimoto, Mikio Ikemoto, and Ukyo Kodachi. A big group writing this, but this is going to take me a while. This one is not on my list for 2018. But Naruto is on my list for 2018, so who knows, maybe I'll get to this eventually. I haven't read Iceland by Yuichi Yokoyama. I'm still trying to collect a few of Yokoyama's titles before I get into them, but it is looking really difficult, so I might have to just dive into Yokoyama and start reading him already. I have Delicious in Dungeon by Ryoko Kui. Ichi F, Workers' Graphic Memoir of the Fukushima Nuclear Power Plant by Kazuto Tatsuta. This one's a little bit intimidating, but I am really looking forward to reading it. Then I have Captain Harlock Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage by Leiji Matsumoto and Koichi Shimaboshi. Then I have two from the same author. First is Furari by Jiro Taniguchi, and then Venice by Jiro Taniguchi. I still have not read the Revolutionary Girl Utena box set by Chiho Saito and B. Papas. And last but certainly not least, because it is the heaviest thing, is Akira by Katsuhiro Otomo. So that is 2017 for me. There are tons of titles that were released in 2017 that I'm very interested in reading. There are ones that a lot of people have been rating really highly, and I just haven't had a chance to collect them yet. So I'm suspecting that, 2018 is not only going to be a catch-up year for me to read 2017 releases, but also to start buying 2017 releases. Really isn't very good for me because I'm also decreasing my budget for 2018, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to do all of these things that I want. I'm going to really have to prioritize some of the titles that I pick up, but there are some titles that came out in 2017 that I don't own yet that I really, really want to add to my collection. So who knows how 2018 is going to shake up. But those are the titles that I need to read still, and I definitely will get to them in the year because they are high priority. I can't let them sit in my collection and not get read. At least, volume ones have to get read. So anyway, that was my 2017. What were your favorite titles of 2017? Am I missing some titles that you think that I really should be reading or picking up in 2018? I would love to hear about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my channel, and I will see you in the next one. And here's to a whole bunch of great 2018 releases. Bye for now.